Welcome to the Fortnightly report, disco edition with the blonde hair. Today we got a very special guest. Pulled up with something very, very, very nice. I think they call him Hot Wheels. That's his new name. Hot Wheels.
Come on, bro. How's
Colombia, how are you?
Good, my G. You good? What's going on, chat?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
We are heading to Marrick's in Sydenham. Get some brekkie, get something to eat.
Why not? So we've got Colombia on the fucking Fortnightly report. Welcome.
Thank you, bro.
So look, I wanna inform the people because there's a lot I don't know about you. So I wanna start from the beginning. Where were you born?
I was born in Sydney, Surrey Hills, St. Margaret's Hospital.
So you're a Sydney native.
Sydney born and bred.
From there, what area did you like?
I was straight out of the hospital. I was living in Northcott Flats. If everyone knows the little suicide towers.
Oh, you went straight there?
Yeah, Northcott Flats.
So what year would that been?
That was in 1986.
It was as notorious then as it is now?
Yes, it was. My mum got out of there after about 6 or 9 months and got us onto Waterloo.
Did your mum know where she was taking you?
No, not really. She had just come fresh from Colombia.
Oh, okay.
She'd been here, I think, in 79.
Wow.
81.
Yeah. And she was like,
she
oh my God, what is this?
Yeah, no, it was... But she left over there where the era with Pablo and all that.
It wouldn't have been too much of a shock, but she'd want better for her child.
Yes. There was, life was very cheap in Colombia at the time when she was living.
Yeah.
A lot of deaths.
That was a very hectic period of time for her to leave there. How'd she even get out of there?
My dad married her. He would have been.
Is your dad
20.
Aussie?
No, he's Colombian.
Yeah.
They're from similar suburbs, Santa Cruz, Aranjuez.
Because you couldn't have just got out of there.
No, married her and then sort of saved up and got out of there. My mum was 17 and had my sister there and come over here.
Yep.
And yeah, that's it.
Crazy. Not completely exactly the same, but similar. When I grew up with just a single mum, she moved us to the housing commission. She had no idea what housing commission was.
Yeah.
Within 6 months, she wanted to get us out of there too. You know what I mean? Different story, Prospect, Blacktown, but it's like, you come to this country, or you're unaware, or you're naive that public housing is there to help people that need it, and then you get in there and yeah, they need it, but they abuse it.
But yeah, look, I'm still in that house today.
Exactly. I swear.
Yeah, still to this
day.
Bro,
good on you, because a lot of people I spew at when they get houses and they let them go, because they're so hard to get back on the list to get them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's always good to keep them.
No, that's my family house. I've been in that house for 39 years.
That's interesting.
I've not moved. Everyone knows me there. I'm probably pretty much the oldest person, longest living person on that block.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. I've got a massive wall at the back dedicated to me. I've got 144 boys from the area.
Yeah.
Written up on my back fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, crazy. So from there, what did you? So you went? Did you finish school?
Yeah, I did sort of finish school. I went to Lady Mount Carmel, which is a primary school in Waterloo, as everyone would know.
Yeah.
Everyone, sort of went to Redfern Public or Waterloo Public. I went to Lady Mount Carmel Catholic.
Yeah.
Then after that, St. Mary's Cathedral.
Okay.
A few of us from Waterloo went there, but we all sort of got kicked out by year 9.
Yeah.
And then went to Vaucluse High, and I know it sounds shabby, but it's a Vaucluse Public.
Yeah.
And it was a ghetto school.
It was
still
like
dodgy.
Dover Heights. No, it's still dodgy cunts out those ways.
And yeah, that's where I met Span, and that's where I met,
that wasn't the school he held hostage, was it?
No, he held Dover Heights. He held Dover Heights, but I was at Vaucluse, and we sort of merged. That school sort of merged together.
Oh, so you met him at Vaucluse?
Yes.
Okay, and that was what year?
You're pulling 2001.
And you were but it was the junior year of high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were at school, did you ever have aspirations to be anything?
Brother, I wanted to be a stunt driver. In
really?
Movies, yeah, stunt actor, stunt driver more.
Okay.
Driving vehicles, anything, off bridges. Doing tricks, whatever, stunts for movies, for movie sets.
So I'm assuming that you had a lot of hotties that you were practicing in growing up.
A lot. And,
That's just an assumption.
and look, it's not. I'm not promoting it. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, but I can
man,
just tell.
I had a lot of experience. I'm very thankful that I didn't kill myself. I didn't do anything to anybody else.
I could just tell as soon as you said stunt man, I'm like, this cunt's fucking. He's pulled some stunts.
Brother, I just enjoy it. I love jumping a car. I'll jump.
You got that adrenaline, like.
No, but if I see a concrete ramp,
Yeah.
I'll launch any car off that ramp. Let's go. Don't worry about the seatbelts. Right, I'm not like a show off or anything like that, but for the movie or for the scene, you know what I mean. I'd love to be.
All right, so trying to be a stuntman in Australia, did you apply for anything?
So at the time, I was 13 when I was working towards it. I looked for the courses. The only course was at a uni and TAFE in Canberra, so I had to do it via correspondence. At the time, I was 12, 13, working at Chicken Express, changing oil. And yeah, I just
it'd be more a job that would be like if you lived in the States where it'd be common, stuntman, Hollywood, a lot of productions, a lot more work. But over here, like, fuck, how many stuntmen are there? Like, it'd be what, 100 or less? I'm guessing.
But even in Australian films, like we make movies here.
Yeah.
Why not in Blue Murder or the cop scenes and the chases and stuff like that? But I'd love to be in that.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite movies, Blue Murder. And if you haven't seen it, it's probably the greatest Australian movie there is. The actors are spot on.
You see the part with the shoddy.
Brother, I know it all.
Brother,
I know it
that
all.
was filmed in Waterloo Redfern.
Yeah, swear.
Yeah, so we got it filmed at the 7-Eleven down there.
Bro, I know that movie off by heart. Fucking. But the characters are portrayed so well, even their likenesses and all that. And if you haven't seen it, Blue Murder. There's part 1 and there's part 2. It's on YouTube. You can watch that. That's probably I don't know if you agree. To me, it's the greatest Australian movie.
No, okay. But there's another one as well where the bloke's in court and he goes, "Officer, who's going to pay for my lunch?" What's that one? And he's got that mad Aussie actor from 300. It's got that mad Aussie actor from 300.
What year are we talking?
And it's got like a chef. There's 3 blokes, and it's a mad crim movie. If anyone can mention it, write it in the chat.
The other one I like is The Postcard Bandit.
Okay.
Have you seen The Postcard? You know who that is?
Yes.
Have you seen the movie?
What's his name? Brian something?
Brendan Abbott.
Brendan Abbott. That's it.
So that's another one because it's like typically the stories that are based off true stories is what interests me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not fictional.
No, you got like your Two Hands and all that, which are great movies, but like, yeah, check out The Postcard Bandit. It's actually a fucking hectic movie.
Is it the last score or the last something?
Oh, The Great Bookie Robbery. Have you seen that one? That's another.
The one from Melbourne.
That's the one where they went up, they robbed the place, stashed everything upstairs, and took off, and came back a week later and got the stash. That's another great movie. Talking about Aussie movies.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
You know what I mean?
I do have mad places that I want to obviously show, and I'm going to take you to here now. They make fresh sandwiches, fresh pastries, pies. Oh, didn't you?
I'll force myself.
No, you can't force yourself. But I'll get you some for.
Or cut it in half.
This place is Mickey Mouse.
Bullshit.
I'm telling you, like, I'm not just saying it because it's my place to go to.
No,
it has quality food, the prices and everything.
So you're giving me a tour of the area, where you'd eat, where you'd go.
This time of day.
No, fucking why not?
No.
You know. It's this 2022 Ghost, and we're down here at Marriage and Beverage Fuel. Come get a quick cappuccino.
Yes. The servo. Yeah.
I've got to say, I wasn't hungry, but that's probably the best sausage roll I've had ever.
I've always told him. You think New Zealanders have got good pies and sausage rolls, mate? Marriage Cafe? You've got you covered.
There is this one place in New Zealand, I don't know if you've been there, but I'll tell you what, overall, Australians have got the best pies. Alright, so like, I ate before I got on the plane, but Colombia's fucking put the pressure on to try the, what is it?
Steak and cheese.
Steak and cheese. Steak and cheese pie.
This is my favourite pie, personally.
I can tell by the crust, it's very crispy, and I love it. I love the puff pastry already. It's a good bite. I'll give it a rating in 3 more bites.
The quality of the meat, there's no fat. It pulls apart, it falls apart. Stringy beef. The steak chunks.
I'll let him commentate it. I'll just eat it.
There's no little beef mince. Everything is beef chunks. Straight beef chunks. Straight meat.
As far as pies go, you can't ask for much more. It's not your servo pie.
No way.
It's not your average bakery pie. It's got that gourmet, just that nice. It's made with love. It's very good. It's very good pie. Up there with the best I've had in Sydney since I can remember. So there you go. What's this place called?
Merrick's Cafe.
Shout out Merrick's Cafe. I just want to say thanks for tuning in. Now I've got to fill you in with this little gap, right? So in the time that we left the fucking pie place to the time that we got to the go-karts, someone produced a number of edibles. And, you know, I was a bit stoned from the night before, whatever, but so I thought I took 2. Columbia says I took 3, but it could possibly be up to 4 edibles that I took. So I thought, okay, it's a 20-minute drive. I'll take 20 minutes for the 45 minutes to wait for these things to kick in. I'll be sweet. Nah, I wasn't sweet. I fucking got there. As soon as I got there, fucking it kicked, and I was playing it down at the start, but I just got high anxiety. I put on my helmet, felt like I couldn't breathe, like I was super stoned. So this will explain what you don't see on camera. But stay tuned. We're on our way to the go-kart place. Okay, so your career as a stuntman. So at what point did you realize maybe I'm gonna have to do something different?
Well, I was working at Chicken Express, being a little bit of a nuisance, you know, in high school and stuff like that.
When you say nuisance, setting fires, breaking windows,
yeah,
harassing people, bashing people,
no,
bullying.
I'm never the bully. So it was always if someone picked on me or something like that, or
you'd wait, it'd build up, and then you'd get
build up, and then you know what I mean. Obviously, it'd go to something, it turned to something, but more just sticking with the boys, doing something. You know, a group of us would get expelled for something.
I feel like you're the good mate. That it's just like if your good mates, another good mate's got a bad idea, you're gonna join them. Just because you're a good mate.
I'm like that Jeremy Renner in The Town, and he's like, whose car we taking? Whose car we taking? Your car or my car?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, I've got friends like that too. Poor cunt. So take it. All right. So take it from there. So Chicken Express. What happened there? What did you just leave? Did you get fired?
Nah. I just pretty much moved on. The owner sold the place off, and then I walked in one day, put in the buzzer. You know the little code with the metal buttons that you press on the door. And I walked in, and the buttons were changed. And I'm trying to look in, and I'm looking at my co-workers, and a random bloke, and I go, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm the new owner."
They didn't even tell you?
Did not tell me.
Wow.
And they gave me my shift, which was the weekend, which was Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You must have done some to him. How many nuggets did you steal over the years?
I've still got marks from all the oil burns and...
What a dog.
Yeah. Hanky. Hey,
Hanky Spanky. Hanky needs a good fucking... Bro, what a rude cunt.
Yeah.
Bro,
I was young. I was 12, 13.
Was he paying you off the books?
No.
Because these days you can make him... You can make like a claim off that.
That's where I got my first tax. I got my first tax there. I ended up buying, with my first tax, I got 2,500.
Yeah.
2,300. I went to Hobbyco and got a GT3 RS petrol car.
Yeah.
My mum almost strangled me.
Yeah. Why was she such opposed to it?
Because she wanted me to save. She just wanted me to
not have fun.
Learn it. No, not have fun. She was a little bit strict, but
yeah.
She was only preparing me for the world and for the future.
What she'd been through, and she was trying to, you know, teach the lessons that she learned.
I've come home, and this is obviously earlier on, and I'm not promoting this. I used to come home with undles from an urn, and she would know, and she'd be like, Jonathan, please just give me half of it. Give me 3/4 of it, and I promise you I'll buy you this and I'll buy you that. And I was like, easy come, easy go. I was like, nah, don't worry about it. I'll give it to you next week, or la la la. And I wish now that I'd given her, or just listened to her and just, give in and given her the cash.
Yeah, you know,
set up now.
You know what? There's they always say like save for a rainy day, and like I cannot emphasize that enough.
Yes.
Because I've been on top of the world, I've been broke, I've been back on top of the world, and I've been broke again. You know what I mean? So like, always put something away.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's very important, and you can be balling, you can be killing it, whether legal or illegal. And it can all go to shit. But
guys, this is on my personal point of view from, you know, doing all the bad stuff from, you know, for all these years. It's not worth it. It's honestly not worth it.
You know what, the glorious thing, and thanks to God, now criminals can go legit on YouTube, and instead of being caught on CCTV, we can film ourselves and get paid. Instead of getting filmed and having to pay the lawyers.
Imagine the irony in that.
You know what I mean? And how many, like,
how the world's just flipped in 2025.
Brother.
Earlier on, how the social, you don't need to.
YouTube is the new crime.
You don't need to snatch someone's handbag no more.
It's so crazy.
That is pretty much petty now.
How many cunts are coming out of jail and starting podcasts and doing this? You fucking Spanian set the lead with fucking, you know, and not just that. Before that, there was rap.
Oh, look at that charger. Wow. Mad charger. Beautiful.
Before that there was rap, but you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be rapping about your crimes. It's gone a bit too far with drill rap, but we won't get into that now. But let's just say there was a few rappers that slipped through the gaps and managed to turn legit. So thank you, God, for the people that you did help.
Yeah, just for the platform, the opportunity. I'm not taking it for granted. It's given me something to do. I want to put my head down and create this channel, my channel, driven by Colombia.
All right, so talking about this channel, right? So from what I gather, like, you've been such a good mate to Spaniard. He's like, you haven't asked him for anything. He said, I want to set you up, cuz. I want you to, he originally wanted you to travel?
Look, he wanted me to do food and other things that I loved.
Yeah.
And so he pretty much asked me, and I told him cars, motorbikes. Look, in this day and age, it's a very small and niche area with cars and motorsports and stuff like that. You always got to be consistent. You got to be everywhere. You got to be interstate at every event. So it takes a lot.
And certain people like V8, certain people like Rotary, certain people like
and you got to know the right people, rub the right shoulders, la la la, have the right phone numbers in your phone list, which I didn't have. And so, you know, maybe easier was for me to do some live streaming or food, but everybody was doing food, and I just wanted to create my own path. I love cars, anything motorsport, anything with a wheel that I can drive.
And then, am I wrong? Because like, I did a little bit of research last night. You'd never been to a meet or a racetrack before, so you always had an interest in cars, but you'd never been to none of these.
Oh, don't get me wrong, my mother's acquaintance, boyfriend, would you say, when I was heaps young, I split my hand.
Yeah.
I think he took me to Oran Park, and I watched Peter Brock. And Peter Brock.
That's what I remember you saying. You got to meet Peter Brock.
Peter Brock, bro. And I didn't know who this bloke was. We went to the tents, and the bloke who was seeing my mother at the time was like pushing me. He's like, hey, go get an autograph of him. And I'm like, why? Who is he?
Yeah.
His tent was, chock-a-block. Like, everyone was waiting. And so by the time he said, Jonathan, all the best, la la la, and he had it was a white and red Volvo 08, I think it was.
Yeah.
A Volvo V80 or V50, I don't know what it was. And yeah, ever since then, I just, loved motorsports. I've just been into it.
That's crazy. And it's good that you took a chance with, let's get these. Got some lights.
Yeah.
It's good that you
get the lights.
You know, you chose to take a road that You know, you didn't take the easy path. You took something that you're interested in, and you're like, okay, I want to do this. And what was Spanion's thoughts when you told him that's what you want to do?
Look, he's always had my best interests at heart. So he just wants to see me make money.
Of course.
Like, he just wants to see me make cash, be comfortable.
Yeah.
But I sort of sided against him, and I'm like, no, I want to do cars. I want to do this. Like, I've just got this vision. I've been watching Matt Armstrong, Gast, DMO, watching heaps of other people, even podcasts. Before I even started my channel, I was watching people here in Sydney, and now I'm rubbing shoulders with those very same people that I was falling asleep to watching. Yeah. And I didn't know them. Now I do. Now I do know them. You
knew a lot of the theory, but you had done no practical.
I had the vision. I had the dream. I could see myself at these events, standing next to cars, speaking to people, but I had the vision, and so I just stuck with it. I don't care if I grind for 5-8 years. I'm still gonna.
You know what? That's exactly the same as when I started rap, and there was no money in it, but that's what I wanted to do, and I was relentless at it. And I tell you what, if you want it bad enough and you put in the work, it will come. And it's gonna work out for you. You haven't even done this for a year yet.
No,
you know what I mean? Like they say, most overnight successes are fucking 5 years.
And I don't expect it to be overnight. I don't want the red carpet or anything like that. I actually want to make the connections, build the bridges.
But, and that's not about fucking making $1 million. It's just being able to live off it.
Bro, I just want to put it back into the channel so it's self-sustainable, and I can hire people, editors. I've got so much content and ideas that I want to do.
Yeah.
I just want to have so much fun, and then obviously give whatever projects away to the viewers. You just have to be a subscriber. Don't buy no ticket. You just have to follow me. Even if you don't watch me, just follow me. You can see when the draw comes on, and then delete me the next day and see if you win whatever car or whatever build I do.
Seems like you got your blueprint, you know what you're doing, and that's the main thing, having a plan, you know what I mean, and just executing it. Because a lot of cunts they just start shooting, they don't know what they're aiming for, you know.
I've been doing this all on my own, and it's starting to get a little bit crazy with just managing all this stuff.
Well, if there's any people out there that, you know, up and comers that want to join a good team, my advice is to find the young guys. They're the most keen. Build them up. You don't want these people that are already established. They charge too much and they think that there's shit. You want a good team. He's looking for a manager also, so you know, there you go. You never know. So where do we take it from there? So
from the 13, from school, where I started sort of becoming a little, you know, I guess. Okay, so one night we met up. We had a group of boys, obviously, that we, you know, sort of chilled with.
Yeah.
You know, full of testosterone, young, dumb, a little bit of influence. Sort of went and done something stupid. We went and pumped something, and it was about a good 7-8 of us.
Is it something that you got done for?
No.
Okay, so we're not gonna.
No. It's okay. It's okay. This is been mentioned in many podcasts and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we went to go pump something, and when shit started going south and alarms and noises and stuff like that, me and the brother boy were, you know, pretty much the only boys standing, you know, side by side, and we just knew that we weren't gonna, you know, sort of leave each other posted.
Yeah.
And since then we just built a relationship, and then sort of.
So, and were you both incarcerated because of that incident?
No.
Have you been incarcerated together?
Yeah.
And what, for different crimes or for?
Different, same, many things.
So is it like one of those funny things, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, but bro, going in together as well, we could be together and not have a TV and still have a laugh. Yeah. And when we wake up the next morning, the boys will be like, what the fuck were you laughing about? What was so funny? Yeah, and they're the ones with the TV. Yeah. And me and him don't have a TV. We got LOPs, lots of privileges. Yeah. And we're having a ball.
Yeah. No, you seem like a really good friend to him, and I'm sure he's a really good friend to have. But I'm sure there's been times where you've got calls at 3 o'clock in the morning, cuz, and you being such a good mate, you're like, fuck. Am I right or am I wrong? I've got my But you know, they're your ride or dies. They're the ones that you take a bullet for. And fucking.
Well, even just recently, I'll mention, not even 18 months ago, I was in one of those situations, and I called, and he was in a meeting in the middle of North Sydney and was at my house within 20 minutes, ready to rock and roll and support me. This was in the middle of his, he was building his content and stuff like that. And
I can just tell you got that relationship. You know what I mean? I can tell that you're a good guy, but if pushed, you'll do what you need to do.
That's like anybody, really. You know.
No, it's not like anybody.
Everyone wants to just be left alone and wants to, do their own thing and just.
Because you're always smiling. You know, that's not like everybody. Because half of Sydney walk around like they're hard cunts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
half of Sydney don't smile.
You can't walk around like that with a grudge on your shoulder. There's always going to be someone better than you, bigger than you, that can just lift you, rearrange your jaw. There's no point in.
But saying that, they're also some of the craziest cunts walk around smiling all day as well. So I don't know.
Treat people how you want to be treated. I guess that's how
That's a good.
You know what I mean?
It's a good mantra.
Treat people how I want to be treated, and if they're not worth my time, I just literally brush them off and don't give them no energy.
That's a good mantra.
Yeah.
So where are we headed now?
We are going to Extreme Go-Karts.
Yeah.
I was talking to him on the phone and he goes, oh yeah, you got your little, your car thing, your little car show. Let's have a crack. You got something that we can have a little dig at? And I was like, you know what? Extreme Go-Karts, I'll probably have the whole track for us. We'll get the two similar carts.
Yeah.
We'll have a crack, we'll see.
We'll get the two similar carts. So what?
And we'll put a 20 kilo weight here. You remember?
So what are you weighing?
Yeah. I'm 72, 75, 78.
I'm 105 roughly.
No,
I'm about
95 easy.
Bro, if the day I'm under 100 is the day I'm on a fucking, on the podium.
I've been 103.
I believe it.
Yeah, I was 103.
I was 130 at one stage.
Oh, wow.
I used to drink lean a lot.
Oh.
I had the Gucci Man gut and all. But that aside, right? So you wanna tell me how we're gonna work this out? Because am I going to get a head start? Are you going to put weights on your car? Because you know what's going on. There's a power to weight ratio. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean?
It's all in the driver.
And if is your chassis going to weigh the same as my chassis?
100%.
Is it going to have the same horsepower?
100%.
Well, it's not in the driver.
Yeah,
it's a power to weight ratio.
No.
Don't act stupid. You're the car guy.
So do you want to do it with time? So we're gonna have our times on each car.
It's still not going to work. It's still not going to be fair.
I'll have one person standing on my car while I'm driving around.
We need we just need a 30. Look, I'm happy for a 20 kilo difference. How can you do it?
All right, I'll put 20 kilo weights. I'll sit on weights. I'll bring my backpack. I'll bring whatever. 20 kilos worth.
Or just give me a certain head start.
Done. So if I give you a certain head start, if I lap you by the time we do 2, 3 laps, what is that?
I don't know. Well, how about we do a practice run, just head to head, to see if there is a difference. If there's no difference, if I win that, then fuck it. But like you being a car man and not admitting there's not a power to weight ratio, and then he just took me to the cafe and fed me a pie and a sausage roll to make me heavier.
Look, anything you put me in, I'm gonna drive fast.
Are we gonna have a bet?
Yeah, let's go.
What can we bet on?
My brother, you tell me.
I don't know.
But I didn't lose.
How stupid am I going to a go-kart place 30 kilos heavy betting this guy like I'm gonna win? Let's just we're gonna do the practice run, and then we'll decide if we're gonna bet.
Yeah.
All right, well, back to the story. So like, how's the channel going so far for you? Like, how are you being received by the car community? Oh, before we get into that, I want like tell you a little story. I don't know if you remember the illegal car meets. So the year that Fast and Furious 1 came out, they used to meet up at Liverpool Krispy Kreme, Greenacre. They used to switch spots. You'd have about 100 to 150 cars. They'd line the side of the road. They'd line up 2 cars, and they'd go 1, 2, 3, boom. And I remember there was this main guy. Anyone that was back there that knows, there was this guy called Arif. I don't know if he was Lebo or Afghan. I don't know what he was, But if you know who I'm talking about, drop it in the comments, and that's how you'll know I'm not talking shit. We're talking about like year 2000, and they used to pull up in the middle of the street, 1, 2, 3, boom. You'd probably get about 5 or 6 races out, then the police would run up, and then they'd change spots. Or someone would let off gunshots. Or I remember once, there was this man and this lady that they jumped out. They were like obviously out of place filming, and then one of the boys grabbed the camera and goes, "What the fuck are you filming?" She's like, "That's got our wedding footage on it," and he fucking smashed it like it's gonna have a wedding footage on it. You know what I mean? But did you ever get involved, or did you even know about that scene?
Well, I heard about it when I was obviously going through school. Then when my mates started getting like Jap cars, Gonzalo, Eddie, and all that, you know who you are. We used to go out to Lapa, and then from there we used to drive out to Liverpool, Krispy Kremes. Around there, I got an FZR 250. It was registered, but I didn't have a license. And I used to go riding and following on the FZR. I really couldn't do anything, but I used to watch
an FZR?
FZR
Motorbike?
Yamaha.
Yeah.
An old.
It's good. That's good if you're on doing their legal races, because I'll tell you what, as soon as cops come, and you've got you've got a 4-lane street with each lane on the outer side full of cars,
blocked.
Then, mate, you want to see chaos? I wish I had a video camera back then. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's the street scene that I'm familiar with. Okay. Back in the days, but I don't even know. I don't think it even exists no longer.
No, that sort of scene has sort of died down. Now there's just mates where they just light the tires up, where they go to industrial areas. And
just a quick shout out to Bob James Granville. My good mate Jeremy works there. If you ever need tires, go see Jeremy at Bob James Granville. He's gonna. So the scene's embraced you. I noticed that. So you've been to Summer Nuts. How was Summer Nuts?
Summer Nuts was good. It was a little hot. Got to rub shoulders.
It is hot as fuck.
With some awesome brands, blokes, people that build cars, so knowledgeable, like massive builds.
Yeah.
3,200 horses out of, motors, billet block motors.
What are these V8s? Are these
V8 LS twin turbo mods? Combos with on the dyno runs. Like and MWP.
Yeah.
He builds mad cars. Like high horsepower cars, and he took out the dyno run this year.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Adam, legend. But yeah.
And a jamboree you went to?
Jamboree.
What was that? Which one did you like better? You don't upset anyone.
No, I don't upset anyone. Bro, Summer Nuts was mad. Everyone was so nice to me.
Yeah.
I felt like it got me emotional because I feel like I'm in the right place. I feel like I'm doing the right thing.
You're on your path.
Yeah, I'm in the right place. Like,
congratulations, brother. That makes me really happy, eh?
Bro, like no price could put the happiness that it made me for the 4 days that I was staying there. The people that I got to rub shoulders with.
I feel like you deserve it. I don't know you that well, but I feel like you deserve it. Like, I just feel like you're a good person, and you've tried your best to be a good person. You might have got misled along the. I don't know you that well, but I like just knowing from the areas you come from and all that sort of shit, and how hard it is for us to find an occupation or get a start or fucking find a direction in life. And especially where you come from, how many of your friends are fucking in jail, dead, junkies, fucking this, that, and the other? And for you to be smiling at this age where people are almost given up, and you just said it made you emotional, bro. I'm happy for you, brother. Like, I really am.
No, it's all right. I guess you gotta just work at it. Find something that you like and just work at it. It's also never give up, never and do the right thing, and just keep faith in God. And I think one day you got to do the right thing. But like, it's even if you do the wrong thing, I believe you get judged on what you think is right and wrong. So sometimes you might have to do the wrong thing for the right reason to find out.
Yeah, and sometimes you might need to repay that in other ways, you know what I mean? Like, you can be a bad cunt and still help a homeless person. You know what I mean? anyway, let's not get too deep into that. But like, I'm actually happy for you, bro. And I want to see you elevate your success. I respect the fact that you got offered a platform that you could have basically ran with and just been a fucking actor, but you chose something that you're passionate in, and there's no greater reward than to be able to live an occupation or work an occupation
that you enjoy and that you love.
It's actually not a job.
Yeah, it's not a job.
You know what I mean?
It's actually living the dream.
Yeah.
You're living the dream, and yeah, I'm very grateful. I obviously have a lot of work to do. I'm not there yet, in no way, shape, or form. Like once there's ABNs and once there's I've got people on the payroll and stuff like that, then you know what I mean. Things are moving good, and I'm still going to strive to that. I'm still not done yet. Even when I'm there, I just want to continue and see where I can take this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but look, today you're going to you're getting interviewed. You're going to a go-kart place. You got the whole track to yourself. You're already there.
Oh, bro, I'm having fun. I'm having
fun. You know what I mean?
Like I said, it's a lot of fun.
Because like life's short. You never know what could happen today, tomorrow, the next day. You know what I mean? So like, as long as you keep them busy, and you're not I try not to think too much into the future, but like, you live in the moment, and I think we're both blessed to be able to do this right now. Yeah. But unfortunately, hopefully I'm blessed enough to kick his ass on the fucking... No way. I really have no faith in beating him. No, I'm going to take that around. I'm going to say this positive thinking and cheating. We're going to figure it out.
And also, it's not dodgem cars, by the way.
I know it's not dodgem cars.
No, but listen, so we'll say there's a corner turning left.
Yeah.
If you've got half your car in front, I have to press the brake and let you turn the corner.
So we can't barge each other?
No.
How am I going to win?
It's full racing line. Like, this is a technical course, so people that are actual professional go-kart riders...
Oh, this guy's stitched me right up.
No, I'm telling you right now, if you try to drift or you try to take corners too fast, you'll fuck yourself up for the rest of the lap.
All right.
It's a really technical course.
Okay. It's about braking. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Some corners you hold the accelerator the whole way. Some you let off, but you still hold it through.
Yep.
Some you don't brake, and some you might have to jab the brake a little bit and then onto the accelerator.
Okay. Thanks for heads up. Any more tips you want to give me before
yeah, just no barging, I guess.
Okay. All right. I think I know my strategy.
When you're going over the bridge, drift right before you get to the hairpin left, double jab, boom, left, accelerate.
Has anyone flipped it there?
No.
Okay, great.
No.
All right, well, we'll tune back in when we get to Villawood Extreme Go-Kart Racing.
Guys. See you.
So we're down here at Extreme Go-Karting Villawood. It's a pretty professional setup. Columbia's lost his helmet. We're trying to figure out the weight difference. They might chuck on a 20 kilo plate onto his car to make it fair. We're gonna do a little practice lap. But yeah, so far, fuck, pretty nice setup. So our number one contender. Do you hold the record here, but by any chance?
So the record is 36 seconds, 0.899.
Yeah.
I've got a 38.90. So, and that was the first time I'm on this track.
You're 2 seconds off the record.
And
this is who I'm racing. All right, now, what do we got in the background?
Mate, so this is
what is the purpose of this?
Maybe we're just going to see the size, the height, the weight.
Do they have scales? Do they have scales?
This is why you want to get the scale. Bro, let's go.
All right.
I want to see you.
All right.
All right, let's see. Fuck, he's tall, this big sucker. All right, boom, move. Bro, you're like over 190, cuz. 191.
I thought I was like 193.
Yeah, bro. No. Boom. All right, now here we go.
Now, let's see.
Those. Fuck, I wish I had stilettos or something like that.
Stop it.
Still cat boo to it.
Yeah, that's you.
Is it?
Yeah.
See? 173. Oos. Hey,
how you feeling?
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, of course you're feeling good. You're in your home ground advantage. Shout out Extreme Go-Karting Villawood again.
It's honestly Villawood. We've got the whole track to ourselves. They've got the massive open course. So this is what they've got for us.
Which one are we doing?
This one. So it's pretty much all the way open. This is the bridge overpass.
Which one's the most simple one? Can we do all of them?
Pretty much that's open. That's the whole.
Oh,
all of
okay.
them in one.
Okay. Yeah.
The weights right here. As you can see,
Alright.
the weights. Yeah.
Legit. Legit, we got weights.
Forte, this is the owner's son.
Oh yeah, bro. Nice to meet you, bro. Wow.
Fuck. Nah. I say it's still downloading, but so much.
So we're gonna have our first practice run, and the vitamin D's definitely kicked in. Look at
Hey.
This cunt could done everything he could to stitch me up, everything. But we're gonna have a quick practice lap, and then we'll have one. We'll do like 2 practice laps, and then we'll go for it. So Colombia, being true to his word, the sick cunt, has went and got outsourced some weights, some actual weights. Can we see the numbers on these weights? What is it? That's a 5 and a 5. So he's chucking 10 kilos extra on there. It's respectable. Since he got me. Where's the screen? Where's the screen? Where's the time?
The time come up on my computer.
On the computer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll have a practice run. Now, I've got to explain this part, right? Once I got into this go-kart place, I literally put on my helmet and I had so much anxiety, but I didn't tell no one. Jumped on the track. We did a few laps. I was trying to bribe the guys to make my car faster, this, that. Anyway, I did a few laps, but as soon as I got on there, it was like a fucking game. Yeah, Mario Kart, I pumped it as fast as I could. But, look, by the time me and Colombia did 2 laps, we chucked the other boys on, we did a lap. I'll tell you straight up, if it was a race, he'd beat me. Okay, but I just want to say I was completely stoned that when I got out of the interview, I was completely stoned. When I got out of the go-kart place and I had to follow up with the interview, my mouth was that dry, I couldn't speak. Every fucking word I said, I couldn't even get it out. So Colombia took the reins and finished it up, but we have a lot more that we can talk about, so there will be a part 2 in the future. I'm not sure when, but enjoy the rest of the show.
Bro, you got the best car. You even got your white car.
Here we go.
The best go-kart, bro.
I got the best go-kart.
The best go-kart. The one that I was supposed to... Mate?
Yeah.
We got the little 50 on the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready.
What if you just put the camera on there and sit?
Thanks, bro. I can't say thank you enough. I'm fucking ripped hard. I'm just trying to get through this. If I get a place, I'll be happy.
So guys, we've just finished go-karting. We've just had a few little laps.
It's been a strenuous day. Big strenuous
Extreme
day.
go-karts. Here we are at Villawood.
Yeah.
I got a 39.104. He got a 41. Done all right. Reasonably well for the first time he's on the track. You know, thanks to Blaque Car Hire. Adam, you're a gun, honestly. This car's amazing. I'll give you a little quick walk around before we wrap up. Look how I got him. As soon as he comes to Sydney, this is nothing but. That's how he has to be treated, you know what I mean? That's what we've been doing the interview in the back of the rolls, in the Ghost. Hey guys, so honestly, thank you. Look, I know that this interview is going to be a little bit different. You're going to be like, what the fuck are these boys doing? But guys, we just did it on the fly. We met up. He came down, he made the effort. So here we are. Let's rock and roll. Guys, God bless. I hope everything happens to you for, you know, the right reasons. I want all your families to be healthy, safe, happy and sound. And God bless. Wishing you all the best for the future.
I I wish everyone all the best as well. Positive vibe.
Peace out. The Fortnightly report. Is that what it's called?
That's awesome.
The Fortnightly report. Let's go. Peace out. Us.